All right, welcome to our presentation on technology tools, free teacher tools that can be used in the classroom to enrich and support curriculum for learners and parents. So that is the session that you're in right now. So hopefully you picked the right one. And yeah, here we go. So my name is Dr. Jennifer Buss, and I'm one of the associate professors in the College of Education, specifically in the special education department. And I brought some of my besties to the presentation as well. So Jacqueline.
Good evening. My name is Jacqueline Burry. I am a senior student at Lewis University, teacher candidate graduating in May, and I am a member of our Catholic Educators Program. I am the former co-president. Amy?
Hello, my name is Amy. I'm a senior and I'll be graduating in May as well, and I'm the teacher candidate, and I was the former co-president as well. Emily?
Hi, I'm Emily. I am a sophomore. I'm a teacher candidate graduating in May of 2024, and I am the current co-president of Catholic Educators. Ashley?
Hi, my name is Ashley. I'm a sophomore and also teacher candidate graduating in May 2024, and I'm also the fellow co-president.
All right, so let's learn about what we're going to present about today. So this is our hidden gem. It is called a Wakelet. A Wakelet is an online resource that we're going to tell you the reason why you want to use the Wakelet and what the purpose of it is, as well as just acknowledge that it's free. Okay, and it is resourceful, and we're going to take you through this journey in my class. The students prepare a Wakelet, so we're going to just talk about the usefulness of it and show you how to actually create your own by the time that you leave. So that's one of our objectives for today. So Ashley, tell us why teachers would like to use this.
Yeah, so there are many ways that you can use a Wakelet. One common way is to use it as a form of communication with parents. So you can create a Wakelet and create a parent tab for them to access. And in that tab, you can include any information you just want them to know, or also you can use it as a way for them to see what their students are learning about day to day. You can also use it as a store all place. So as students in college or even as a teacher, you accumulate a lot of materials and lesson plans and just resources. So this allows you to put it all in one place so you don't lose any of that great information. You can also use it with your students. So students can go ahead and go onto the Wakelet and you can have them complete activities or maybe assignments that you uploaded there, or you can have them click on videos that you want them to watch, things of that nature.
Okay, and parent use, Emily?
Yeah, so parents can also commonly feel disconnected from the classroom. So Wakelet is providing a home for all of the resources, workbook pages, readings, and everything else that is presented in the classroom to be stored in one place. So when the teacher creates a tab for the parents, they can see lesson plans, they can see review games, and things that children can do at home to prep for the next upcoming week or that week currently. Another really good thing that a parent can use for Wakelet is students who often are behind or need more of an introduction to material can use this in advance to get familiar with material before it's presented in class.
Awesome. All right, Jacqueline, what could we use with the students from the students' perspective?
So students can use Wakelet. As Emily shared, it is a store all place. So whether these students are using it at home, in the classroom, doesn't matter. It allows for communication between the students and the teacher. It also allows students to be able to access those lessons that teachers post online. So whether a student's doing makeup work because they missed a couple days of school, or whether they want to work ahead and see what's coming up next, that can all be accessed in that one area. As well as teachers can use it to provide these students who might be struggling in an area like math with extra resources that come up so that students can work to bridge those gaps themselves while having the resources provided to them as opposed to them having to find them. And you don't have to be a one-to-one district in order to have students use this. They can have access to Wakelet on any device that has internet connection. So mom and dad's smartphone, tablet at home, a desktop computer, it does not matter.
Awesome. All right, so what is the background, Amy? How did you know about a Wakelet?
So I was in Dr. Buss's class and she introduced us to this wonderful platform of Wakelet. So we had resources floating around, maybe in Google Docs, on our notes app, on our phone, but we never had a place to put it all together. So as we were about to start student teaching, she was like, here's this Wakelet, and to show us like where we can store our resources. So she provided us professional articles, different strategy articles, just different strategies for in the classroom, and then websites we can provide to our students. And I go back to my Wakelet all the time, and as I'm student teaching, to give resources to my kids, be like, this is a great math tutoring resource, or this is a great way to practice your words or sight words and stuff like that. So I got introduced to this, me and Jacqueline, from Dr. Buss's class, and it's a great resource for everyone to use.
So that's why we're here today. We want to show you what is the Wakelet, and we're going to take you step by step besides bragging all about it. So Jacqueline, how did you go about setting it up?
Yes, so as Amy mentioned, we were in class together. Ironically enough, Amy and I picked the same style to set up our Wakelet. So the image that you see on this screen here is a screenshot off the Wakelet website. When you're going to set up your own Wakelet, you have a choice of how you're going to lay that out. So whether that's something that you want to design to be visually appealing for students, whether it's something that you know you're just going to use to throw things on, so you're going to set it up in columns. So a couple ways that some of our peers set up, they had one Wakelet platform, a dashboard with multiple columns for subjects. There's also one Wakelet per subject. So within each subject, you'd have like the social emotional resources, the resources for students, resources for parents, things like that in each column. And then there's also the option of one Wakelet per grade level. A couple of our peers did that as well because they were planning on teaching across multiple grades potentially. So then they used the columns for subjects. So Amy and I both chose to set it up the same way. And Dr. Buss, if you don't mind, I'd love to share my screen to show them what I did for mine.
Absolutely. And after Jacqueline and Amy, as she's transitioning, pulling her screen up, then Emily and Ashley are going to take us through starting it from scratch. So this is one that has been now prepared over a whole semester, and they keep adding to it, but we wanted to show you what the finished product could be. So Jacqueline, go ahead.
Absolutely. So Amy and I both made Wakelets that are public. So anyone is welcome to go ahead and view those and have access to our resources on here. This is what it looks like from the user side of things. So I am logged in right now, which is why it looks like it's going to allow me to edit it as well. So I picked this background image, I picked my background theme, and then I picked my title as well. Within this, I chose to do columns based on subject area. So I did multiple grade levels. I focused more on the early elementary ages. And then I did science, social studies, math, and language arts. And within each, I have websites, I have videos, I have manipulatives that are online. I have some PDF articles that I put in here as well. So when you scroll through, mine are separated that way. And then if you were to click, so let's say I want to watch the crash course video. So if my students had access to this, they can go ahead, they just click on it, it pops right up, video plays, error occurred, video normally would play.
Yeah. And that's okay. Just go to another one. It could be that we just had it up. It's okay. Go to another one.
It could be. And then I can also include a little blurb if I want to give instructions for what I want them to look for while they're watching this video, that can be put in here as well. So mine is designed more for teachers to look at and be like, okay, these are resources that I can put into my own Wakelet and use that way. Amy, do you want to show them how you set up yours?
I would love to. There we go. Let me move this. Awesome. So Jacqueline and me, as she said, we can choose different themes. So I set mine up by social studies, science, math, reading ELA, and brain breaks. I'm a big fan. I would be teaching the younger kids, so I love brain breaks. But I also added some professional articles in here. So for example, this one, Dr. Buss provided us in her class, and I gave a little brief description of what the article is about so teachers can access it and learn more about this article if they are interested. And then, so here's some more articles. And then I can have history, high, middle age for kids website. There's some science shows. It's just a really great app for, a website for everyone to put your resources in. Like there's this one tutoring resource on here. I would have to go through it, but I think it's in my math one. And there's different tutors you can choose from with different languages that you can present to the students to learn more about that content area or subject. But this is mine. It has articles, it has websites, as Jacqueline has manipulatives. It's a really great website to store all your stuff and have a little home for it all in one place.
Excellent. So as you can see, that is a final product, and it did take a while to pull all of it in together. So don't be overwhelmed by what you see. But what Emily and Ashley are going to do now is take it from ground zero. So girls, if you want to take over the screen and show them step one, like where do we begin with all of this? Okay.
Yeah. So thankfully, Wakelet is fairly simple to create one. It's pretty user friendly as well. So all you're going to want to do is go to wakelet.com. Hopefully this loads here.
And we do have the hyperlink onto the presentation where you guys will be able to use that hyperlink to be able to get directly into it.
Let's try this again.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go, Wakelet. And when it loads, all you're going to want to do, I'm going to log out of this one really quick. So you guys can see how it looks when you start fresh. Log out. Okay, so all you're gonna want to do is click sign up, and then you're gonna have to sign up with an email. So you'll just put in your name, first and last name, and whatever email you choose to use, and then create a password. And then it's going to ask for your birthday. Okay, we'll fix that. And then agree to the terms and create your account. So it doesn't ask for too much information. It's pretty fast to create one. And then once it gets you logged in here, you can create a username. So if you want to go by maybe your teacher name, so students and the parents can find you very easily. You just click next. And then you would pick probably educator. But I'm going to click student because I know that I'm not an educator yet. So I know that it will, whoops, work for me. Otherwise, you have to put in the school that you're teaching at.
Good job, Ashley.
And done. And then you can create a new collection. So here is where you can name it whatever you'd like. So Jacqueline was like Miss J's resources. So if you just want it for your store all place, you can just name it, resources. Maybe you want to title it 3rd grade resources or 1st grade resources. So you can kind of be more specific when finding what you're looking for. Or maybe you want to create one solely for parents. So you title it something for that or for students. I'm just going to create title right now. Let's just say resources. Okay, then you can go ahead and add in whatever information you want. So you can put in links for websites that you already know. You can put in photos. You can have links to say like a Pinterest idea or a YouTube video, like the crash course videos that Jacqueline showed. And you can kind of customize it to how you want it to look. So you can go ahead and go to this left tab here. We can upload all the media you want to in any format. So there's grids, mood boards, you can put them in columns like they did with each subject. And you can also provide like a cover image or background image to make it a little more appealing and visually appealing.
So as you can all see, there's a whole bunch of options to make it your own and to make it personal. So
Right.
However you would like and whatever is visually appealing to you, it gives you that flexibility to do it. And it's all just a click away. It's one step here, one step there, and everything gets pulled together. So don't be overwhelmed that we just hit like 50 buttons in the last like 30 seconds. It is very simple as far as the step by step by step. So keep going, Ashley.
I think that's really it. Emily,
Was for
do
you,
you want to go
and then
ahead and
Emily was going to? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yes,
So how
absolutely.
you
I'll share my
added
screen.
what you did. Yep, I'm gonna stop sharing. Go ahead.
So we are going to go to my Wakelet. And here you can see we have a little bit more personalized, but still new. So I have Miss McManus's 2021-2022. So this would be for a classroom. And we can see here that I have multiple subject areas with links underneath. Now you can also have multiple ways to add things. So you can add a text, you can add an image, you can bookmark certain things to be placed up to the top. PDFs, or obviously more. So here you can click apps and you can add in different things like your own Google Drive, which can lead to your Google Classroom, but you can also add YouTube links right off of the YouTube website or multiple other apps you can download to include. As you can see here, if you are using this for a classroom-based, so student-based material or parents, you can have what you're doing for that day. So you can see under mathematics, I have March 16, 2022, mathematics lesson on multiples of 10. But you can also include underneath it different resources to use. These resources can also be moved. Oops. So if you go under here, you can see this little arrow button and you can move these up so parents can see this as soon as they open up that tab. There's also ways that you can add different things. So if we go to one of my resources I have open, so this is teachyourmonster.org, you can copy and paste this link directly into your Wakelet. So we can add it to language arts here and just press paste, and an automatic example and description of the post can go on here, or you are able to edit it. When you do that, you can sort of put what you would like the students to look for or what books they need to complete on that certain website. You can also include a various amount of tabs. So you can have as many columns as you would like Amy included brain breaks. You can have fun things for your students to do when they're done with their classes, or just have a simple column of class resources, things that they can look for if they need help with their homework. Or we can have things that we've done in class. So if you were to use this brain pop in class, you can obviously see if you click on it, it will open that brain pop right up. So students are only getting access to that one certain link instead of Googling it and finding different access to other things. I will also show us one more time. So if we wanted to add in Khan Academy, we can go right back here. Where's my Wakelet? And we can add Khan Academy right into the Wakelet. But say we added the wrong link. We can go right on here and delete it. Or we can move it to a different column directly from the Wakelet website without going back and copy and pasting it. So as you can see, you can just drag it to a different column. And that is all I have for setting up our Wakelet. Obviously, it's a lot of information, but as you can see, the Wakelet website is pretty easy to use as different icons represent different things. And all you have to do is be able to move things around and maneuver what you would like your parents to see or students to see first.
Right. And I think the key, nice job, girls. And I think the key to it is start simple. Start simple. Do one or two things. When we sat down in class, and if you go back to the presentation, actually I can, right? Let me see. Yep. Just give me 1 second. I don't know why it keeps doing that. So can someone else share their screen? Mine is frozen
Yes,
again.
absolutely.
You gotta get me back to it. So when we started this out in class, and when Emily is pulling that up, we started simple. Okay. So you're seeing like some final products, so don't panic and think, oh my gosh, like we just clicked on all these things and how did we get there? There are videos. So Emily, if you go up, I think, or down one more, I think those were the links. Yeah, these additional resources. So all here are links that take you through more video tutorials about how to do a Wakelet and what are some steps. Start simple, okay? What is most important to you, or what subject area do you have the most resources for? Start with that and then build it, right? So when you take it one step at a time, you produce then this awesome product. And like Amy said earlier, now it houses everything in because that works for her and she knows what's there. But it's possible to do one just for parents and only resources for your life science unit at that time. It's possible just to give a student who needs math manipulatives and that's it. You don't have to have all of them on there. But as teachers, you have this home for it all to be, and then cut and paste and then make another one that is more specific. So we have our contact. This is our email, which it goes right to our Lewis University Catholic Educators Gmail. So if you would like more specific information or us to kind of walk you through it, just like we did tonight, we're more than willing to do that. So just shoot us an email and say, wow, I loved it, but this technology thing kind of freaks me out and I need a little bit more like one step at a time to do it. We will be there to coach you through. So if you can go ahead and stop sharing the screen. So I hope you enjoyed the presentation tonight. We wanted to share with you our teacher tool that we found helpful, especially for our new teachers, but it could be for the new, the old, anyone in between. We all need a place to store, and it's free, which is so great. And that's why we wanted to get this out to you. So thank you for letting us be a part of the NCEA 2020 National Convention. What an awesome opportunity, not only for myself, but our entire Lewis University community and our future Catholic educators. So reach out to us if you have any questions, but otherwise, thank you so much.